Welcome to The Narrative Navigator, a podcast that delves into the complexities of storytelling and perspective, where we explore the complex tapestry of human experience and the power of narrative to shape our understanding of the world. In this very episode, we will embark on a fascinating journey to uncover the significance of Shitala's storytelling, an ancient Indian narrative that has been passed down through generations, and its profound impact on marginalized communities. Joining me on this intellectual odyssey are Namika, a cultural anthropologist and an expert in narrative theory, and Shreya, a scholar of Nepali literature and culture. I most proudly welcome Namika and Shreya to give their thoughts and insights today at Narrative Navigator.
Thank you for having us. We're excited to explore the complexities of Shitala's narrative and its significance in marginalized communities.
Absolutely. Shitala's narrative is a powerful example of how deregarded communities can reclaim their stories and challenge dominant narratives.
Let's dive right in. Namika, can you elucidate on how Shitala's narrative serves as a counter narrative to dominant discourses, and what this achieves in terms of promoting a more inclusive and equitable understanding of the human experience?
Absolutely. Shitala's narrative is a powerful example of how disempowered communities can reclaim their stories and challenge dominant narratives through a process of narrative resistance by centering the experiences and perspectives of excluded communities. Shitala's narrative creates a counter-narrative that challenges dominant discourses and offers a more subtle understanding of human suffering and the importance of empathy and compassion. This achieves several things. Firstly, it implies the voices of unheard community and allows them to share their stories and experiences in their own words, thereby challenging dominant narratives that have historically silenced or erased from history. Secondly, it highlights the social, cultural, and economical determinants of health and illnesses. Because of challenging dominance, biomedical discourses that focus solely on individual behavior and biology. And thirdly, it emphasizes the importance of empathy and compassion, thereby challenging dominant discourses that prioritize individualism and self-interest over collective well-being.
That's so insightful. Can you elaborate on why storytelling is a fundamental human need, particularly in communities that are not talked about a lot, and how it is used as a tool for them for social change?
Yes, of course. Storytelling is a natural aspect of human experiences, and marginalized communities have historically been denied the opportunity to share their stories and experiences. By telling our stories, we challenge dominant narratives and create a more inclusive and equitable understanding of human experience. Storytelling also allows us to process and make sense of our experiences and to find meaning and purpose in our own lives. Furthermore, storytelling has the power to create empathy and understanding, and to challenge dominant discourses and power structures. In unheard communities, storytelling is a powerful tool for social change. As it allows us to create dominant narrative and create a more just and equitable world to live in.
That is so powerful and enlightening. Shreya, could you possibly discuss on how Shitala's narrative challenges dominant discourses and creates a more inclusive and equitable understanding of the human experience? And how could it all be applied to other contexts and other communities?
Certainly. By the way, Shitala is a great book, and everyone of all ages should be reading it. But Shitala's narrative challenges dominant discourses in several ways. Firstly, it centers the experiences and perspectives of excluded communities, thereby challenging dominant narratives that have been historically silenced or erased in these communities. Secondly, it highlights the social, cultural, and economic benefits of health and illness, thereby challenging dominant biomedical discourses that focus solely on individual behavior and biology. And thirdly, it emphasizes the importance of empathy and compassion, thereby challenging dominant discourses that prioritize individualism and self-interest over collective well-being. By challenging dominant discourses, Shitala's narrative creates a more inclusive and equitable understanding of the human experience and highlights the need of structural change to address the social, cultural, and economic causes for health and illness. This can be applied to other contexts and communities by using storytelling as a tool for social change, and by challenging dominant narratives and discourses that show inequality, injustice, and prejudice.
Thank you, Namika and Shreya, for sharing your expertise and insights on Shitala's narrative and its significance in disregarded communities. Remember, our stories are our strength, and by sharing them, we can create a more just and equitable world. Join us next time on Narrative Navigator as we explore more stories and perspectives that challenge dominant narratives and create a more inclusive and equitable world and understanding of the human experience. Thank you.